Ooh. Is my tripod fixed? Am I wobbly? Am I on? Am I on? Maybe I should check my hair before I come onto Facebook Lives, but hey ho, what's going on? Who cares? I don't care, because I am so done. I am just so done with this absolute system, with this shiz that's going on in the world. I am just done. You wanted me to tell you exactly what I am going to rant about tonight. Shall I? I'm going to sneeze first. And then let me tell you, I am done, mate. I am done with the amount of people that are on antidepressants and medication with stuff that they don't need to be on medication for. Type 2 diabetes, antidepressants. You know, antidepressants are the bane of my life. I mean, really? Is that what the system is all about nowadays? I know that in some extreme cases, then, you know, when there's nothing else available for the poor person who's suffering from depression or anxiety, then, you know, the doctor they have like 5 minutes with each patient. They have no resources at all. But honestly, it is ridiculous. It is ridiculous how many people are on antidepressants and other such like medication when there is just no need. So I just watched a documentary, and it's one of the many documentaries I have watched. And if you haven't watched Forks Over Knives, then you should, absolutely, because it talks about how diet is massively impacting our physical and well-being. And when physical well-being is impacted, then all my research, all my study, my career, my life, everything is about your mental and emotional well-being and how that's then impacted. So what comes first? Do we start to have the physical aspects going wrong first, or is stuff going on with your mind first? What is it that actually comes first? What do you think? But I'm telling you, I am done with all of this medication giving out palaver system. It's all about the pharmaceutical companies and, you know, their money-making ways of just growing their business. Everything's all about business growth, right? So what we're doing is we're then giving the responsibility that we have as human beings, the responsibility that we have ourselves for our own well-being and our own bodies and our own health. And what we're saying is, hey, doctor, can you take care of my shit for me? And it's driving me bonkers. People are saying, oh, I can't give up alcohol, I can't give up smoking, I can't give up meat, I can't give up dairy, can't give up wheat and gluten, I can't make it to the gym. Absolute bullshit. I am done with it. You know, how dare you treat your body like that? You were put on this planet for a reason. You have got a job to do here, whether it's being a great mum, whether it's being a great cleaner, whether it's being a something. If you haven't already read it, then go and read The Leader with No Title by Robin Sharma. Brilliant book. Whatever you're doing out there, it doesn't matter whether you're a cleaner in a supermarket, you fill shelves, you're a mum, you have your own business. You know, just, you're here for a reason. And stop numbing yourself with food and drink and TV and porn and drugs and cigarettes. Whatever it is, you've got to just start taking responsibility for your own well-being, mental, emotional, spiritual and physical. You've got 4 pillars. 4 pillars to what makes you whole and complete as a human being. Now, if you're not feeding one, then you've got to feed the others, and then, you know, like do some like spiritual growth, which will then help you mentally and emotionally, and then physically, or do some physical growth. Just do something which is easy. Start off easy, and then start to build on it, because when everybody that I've taught yoga to, everybody comes to it because they want to maybe lose weight or lean the muscles out or get stretchy or help a back pain. And then they realise that actually this is really great for my mental well-being because I'm not getting stressed, I'm not as anxious. No, that's what spirituality is. That's what being spiritual is all about. It's like taking ourselves to the next level, to become awake, to become aware, to become present in our body as we are today, without all of the worries of thinking about what may or may not happen in the future, and then ruminating on the shit that may have happened in the past. And basically what we've got to do every single day is take small, tiny little steps. And if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know where to start, and you feel lost or hopeless, or you feel depressed and miserable, like everything's gone wrong and your partner's left you and you're obese and you're eating shit and you're comfort eating, just reach out. I know I can help you. And this is what I have never been more certain in all of my life, that I am right where I am at the right time, and I was put on this planet to make a difference to everybody that's suffering out there. And so stop suffering, stop feeling depression and then taking it to a doctor and asking you to help. The doctor cannot help you with your mental well-being. Somebody else, you need to talk it through and have small little tools and techniques every single day that stops you from doing depression, because we aren't depressed. Most people have not got some kind of magical chemical imbalance in their brains. It's bullshit. We're being fed a lie. We do depression. We do, there's a process to get fit. There's a process to get flexible. There's a process to get successful. There's a process to get depressed. And that's what you do. You're doing depression. And it's your responsibility to sort it out, to seek help, and not just take a pill that turns you into a zombie. So yeah, you can't feel the lows. You can't feel the depression. But how can you feel this extreme joy and this extreme peace and this extreme amazingness if you're high on drugs and you're being zombified by the shit that the doctors are giving you? And I'm sorry if you're a doctor out there and you're listening to me go on about this and you're trained in a certain way, but I have got friends and family members that are taking medication that it's just not necessary. Do some exercise, eat raw food, make sure you juice every single day, cut out the meat. You feed, everything that you're eating is feeding your body. Like your skin, look at it, that's what you ate. And your body is so magical that it processed it and made skin out of that steak or that whatever the shit that you ate. So really just, it's your responsibility, guys. And I am so passionate about this because right now I've never felt more on track of where I am and the message that I have and the stuff that I've studied for, it's going on 20 years now, where I first saw people curing themselves from terminal disease, from changing their diet, from changing their thoughts, from changing their energy, from getting colonics, from changing the people that they hung out with because they were negative and put them down and made bad things happen, mentally. You've got to take responsibility, and it's no good saying, oh, well, no, I'm rubbish at diets, I'm rubbish at exercise, I'm crap at this. You're just giving yourself excuses every single day to not step up and take responsibility for your body. Nobody else's, it's yours. So, I'm shouting at you now, sorry. But it's just so important, right? If you haven't already watched Forks Over Knives, get it on Netflix and watch it. Educate yourself into what you're eating and drinking. Food is contaminated. We're being fed a lie by the food industry because, again, the food industry doesn't give a shit about your health or mine or our hearts or our blood pressure or our insulin levels. They do not care. We are being programmed from every single thing that you're watching, every advert that's on the television. It's NLP. It's what I do. Excuse me. It's neuro-linguistic programming. It's programming you to think that this stuff is good for you. Oh, but there's a pill for it. If you eat too much of it, don't worry. You can take a pill for it. Really? It's medication, it's chemical. You can fight this stuff off yourself. You really do not need this stuff. you're poisoning yourself, you know. And let me just tell you, right, so I did what everybody does at Christmas. I went home, I drank even just a glass of wine every single day for 2 weeks. I ate bread. I don't eat meat. I've not eaten meat for 25 years. But there's some dairy bits that I ate. And I was eating like egg on toast and stuff. I wanted to sleep all day. I didn't go to the gym. God knows how many pounds I put on my arse over Christmas. And do you know what I realised? This is how the population eats day in, day out. And I felt terrible. I'm not surprised people are depressed and anxious. I could feel my heart beating in my chest. I was like, what the hell is going on with my body? And literally within 3 days of me putting myself on detox, taking out gluten from my diet, taking out sugar from my diet, no more alcohol for me, mate. I'm done. No more bread. Because I want to feel energized. I've been on the go since I was teaching a 3.5 hour yoga workshop back in Cheshire. I've driven back down to Bedfordshire and I'm still firing up and doing my stuff. And it's because, you know, I've fed myself with great stuff and I'm living my purpose, and I've done my meditation, I've done some yoga, I've listened to some inspiring stuff on the way, and I'm constantly feeding myself with education to feed my body, to feed my heart and my soul. And you should be doing the same too, instead of taking yourself to the doctors and putting even more pressure. Let me just say, most of my clients, they haven't got the self-worth to do it for themselves, and I get it. I get it when you've had shit happen to you in your life and you've never had a coach, or you've never had a therapist, or you've never read a book that's really grabbed you. I'm so fortunate and so blessed and so lucky that, you know, I had people around me early on in my life, that in my early 20s when I lived in London, and they told me to do this course and do the other course and do these things that changed my path and changed my life. And so it's my duty to tell you all about it. And now I just absorb myself in all of this knowledge every single day, so that I can come on, social media is like the best way for me to get out there and to educate you guys. But please just educate yourself into what you're eating, what you're drinking, what you're watching on TV, how you're spending your day. And if you're on medication, then do some research about how that is affecting your body. It's your body. You've got to look after it. You've got to take responsibility and just stop with taking medication that you do not need to take. Because the only people who are benefiting from that, I mean, I agree that some medication's life-saving and some people have to have medication. My own boyfriend has to have certain medication for his heart condition. If you want to know the truth, I believe he could cure his heart condition if he believed it himself. But that's a whole other thing. My journey is my journey. But I just really want to stress to you, you know, do something. Well, Mark, let me help you. And the reason that you've not got motivation is, A, because you don't know what really drives you and you've not found that yet. We're motivated by pleasure and pain. So maybe you're not in enough pain to motivate you, or maybe you've not found what pleasure drives you into actually doing something about your situation. And also what I would say, even just picking out your language there, something that I lack and I find difficult. Where did that belief come from? When did you decide that you lack motivation and you find it difficult? How many times a day do you tell yourself that you lack motivation and you find it difficult? Because what you're doing then is your brain is your best friend and going, oh, I lack motivation and I find this difficult. There you go, Mark. Have some of difficult, have some of lack. And your brain is being your best friend and giving you what you tell it. You've been conditioned to... Did somebody tell you when you were a kid that you lack motivation? Did some teacher write it in a report, Mark's got no motivation? Or what happened to make you believe that you lack motivation? Change your beliefs. Start to tell yourself tomorrow when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, today my motivation grows. And start to write down every single day. Every day in every way, my motivation grows and I find this easier and easier. Say that to yourself now and feel how it feels in your body. Like, check in with yourself. How does I lack motivation and find it difficult? Feel in your body, because when I say it, I feel something different in my body temple, right? Now change your internal dialogue and say, motivation is something that grows inside of me every single day. And every single day, I choose to find this easier. I choose to find this easier every single day. And every single day, my motivation grows. Yes, it may not be like, you might find it challenging at first, because it's like, maybe you've never even told yourself that kind of stuff before. But just feel how it feels and get back to me. Start to tell yourself a different story and you will create a whole new reality for yourself. You need to come on Transform for Life. I'm just saying, I know that you want to come on the 9th of February day, but you've got to do something about it, Mark, because I am not standing by anymore. This is the year that I choose to take so many more people away from suffering. I cannot bear any longer to see and hear so many of my friends and family members and you guys that I'm here to serve telling me that you're on antidepressants. What the actual fuck? Sorry about that, but it's got to change. We have got to change things, otherwise the world is just gonna go mad. What legacy are we leaving? How are we role modeling to these kids that are coming up behind us when we're going, oh, I can't motivate myself, I can't make a change. And so we're teaching the kids that neither can they either. And so you've got to, like, for me, it's like my responsibility that, it's my responsibility that we have to make this happen. And we've got to do that. Mark, honestly, just come along on the 9th of February and just listen to what I've got to say. You know that, you've been connecting with me for a little while about this, and I know you're suffering, and it's time now. You're not hearing this for no reason. The universe is sending you this conversation. Hi, Julie. The universe is sending you this conversation for a reason. It's like a bit of a prod. It's like saying, hello, come on, now's your time. Now's your time to stop suffering and stop sorting out, living through this boundaried, conditioned thoughts that I can't do motivation. Well, people can do motivation, just like they can do depression, just like they can do non-motivation, they can also do motivation. Do you think that every single morning I want to get up at 5:30 and go to the gym when I'm knackered? No. Do I? Bugger. But do I go? Yes, 90% of the time I do. Sometimes, brilliant. And that's why I'm here, and that's why I put so much effort in. Mark, if I can change your life just this year, then I am happy, because it's just been going on too long, and I am just done with this stuff. I'm done with listening to people complain about the drugs that they're on. And this is it now for me. I've been studying this stuff for nearly 20 years now, and this is my time that my message needs to get out there. And so this is why I'm having a little rant, and I'm sorry if it offends anybody, and that's not my intention at all. But, my family has been suffering. Like, most of my family have got some kind of ill health and some kind of issues going on, and close friends and family, and I just don't want it to happen anymore. So this is why I'm doing everything that I'm doing. So, please support the mission, support it. So bring any friends or family members, Mark, on the 9th, and let's get this going, because the more people around you that support you in your journey and know what journey you're on, the better it will be for you, because people will then stop seeing you as somebody that doesn't have motivation or finds it difficult. And then when they see you see you as somebody different, then you will change. You know, you will start to change the way that you see yourself when other people start to see you as something different. And that's what's really important. If you've just come online and you're just watching this, please go back to the beginning and watch this. This is a message that you need to hear. I promise you, just listen to what I'm saying. And this comes from a place of love. We have two base emotions. We either make a decision from a place of love or we make it from a place of fear. Everything that I say here is from a place of love because I need to inspire and motivate you to become the best version of yourself possible. And that's why I had a wake-up call 12 years ago. I knew that God, or whatever you believe, put me on this planet so that I could do what I do. And in the meantime, I've been distracted, I've been in denial, and people have, you know, I've allowed people to send me off track and lose my self-belief at various different times. But I've invested hugely in, like, I have some of the best coaches and mentors on the planet right now. Some of the best motivational people who I've been learning from, and I'm saturated with all of this knowledge, and now's my time that I need to share it with everybody. So please come on the 9th of February in Bedford. So for those of you who are around Bedfordshire area, it's in Woodlands Manor, and it's the 9th, and it's only £45 for the ticket, £57 if you want a VIP, which includes a healthy lunch with me. And I'm going to be doing some more ranting right there on that day. And it would just be lovely to have as many people in the room as possible. And this day is just for me to really get out there and to talk about what is so important right now. So again, if you've just come on, please go back and watch this from the beginning, because I'm about to sign off, because I've ranted for so long, but there's some amazing points that I've just shouted at you. Hi Lindsay, happy birthday. Hope that you're feeling amazing, gorgeous girl. Lovely to see you. So yeah, thank you so much for listening, but please go back to the beginning and watch this. Listen to what I'm saying. This is a really, really important message, and this is what this year is all about. And I am not gonna quit. I'm not gonna stop. And I'm on a mission. So on the 9th of February, please come and join me. Okay. Peace out. I hope that you enjoyed my rant, but I'm so passionate about it. I don't want to see anybody else suffering anymore. You need to get off the medication. Antidepressants just are not necessary for 99% of the people. Sort your stuff out and let me help you. I can help you to fix up and get motivated and get inspired, and to take small, I say to my clients, I'm not asking you to change your life. Just small little actions every single day that will be life-changing. And I promise you, if you don't get loads of value on the 9th, I will give you your money back. With my clients that pay thousands to be with me, I say, listen, if you are not getting value for your money, I will refund you your money 100%. And I've never, ever once had anybody come back to me, because I am all about giving as much value as I possibly can. I've spent over £150,000 training for what I do now, and I've spent like 18 years of my life on so many different courses, and I am coursed out now, and so I just want to share it, and that's all I got to say. So thank you. Namaste. Thank you for listening, and love and light. Have an amazing weekend, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.